Caution, caution. The intro to this video is gonna make a lot of people have nightmares.
Like, bro, you literally, you have no idea. Like, you literally have no freaking idea how much, like, most people that, like, you're not, I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. You're not a car enthusiast for real if you don't make any attempt to work on your own cars. Like, when I say that, I mean it like, there's no point in just waste, because you have no idea how much it would have costed for me to replace these fuel pumps and have somebody else do it. First of all, I would have been...
Explain this shit. The fuck? Like, the battery ain't dead. The starter worked. I just don't believe this. I do not believe this. Wires going into some gas.
I freaking did it, bro. I did it. She back running. He back running. He back. Brand new fuel pumps on both sides. You can't tell me shit, boy. I'm a damn mechanic. Hey, Vanessa.
Announcements. Announcements. Quiet down, everyone. Announcements.
I said announcements. You put your handbrake flipper. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Maliko Boost, and look what I got. Fuel pumps. Let me tell you something. You pushing it. You pushing it. You hear me? You pushing your buttons. It's like, the crazy thing is this. I haven't had any problems out this car. I gotta scratch my nose. I have not had any problems out this car until it, I guess, I really think this car, people don't believe me when I say this, bro. Cars have feelings. Cars have feelings, and they do reciprocate them unto you. I think that car is in love with me because of how I maintain it, how I drive it, how I keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? It was the same thing Vanessa did when I got the dang silver Mustang. Oh, all of a sudden she wanted to start acting up. I ain't had no problems out that car. It done had over 300,000 miles on it. But all of a sudden when I got the silver Mustang, they wanted to start cutting up and carrying on. Now, the Dodge Charger Pursuit. And this ain't stuff that's like detrimental, but yes it is. Like, fuel pumps. Look, I'm rotating the camera. These are the fuel pumps that are on this car. Like, bruh, that would literally explain why I was smelling gas the other day, bruh. Like, I was backed up against, ooh, look at them LEDs, boy. Look at them LEDs. But look, I was backed up against my house the other day, right? I was smelling that gas. And I'm not talking about that gas that you roll up. I'm talking about that gas that it's almost like you missing the inlet for your car and you just squeezing it onto the ground. You know what I'm saying? That hazmat material, that explosive. And I was just smelling it. I was like, anyway. And it's like, it was a Jacksonville cop. He stopped me at like 1 o'clock in the morning the other day. And people don't believe me when I say this, but when people open their mouth and project bad things towards you, that shit does come to pass. That's why I be cussing these police out so bad. Shut the fuck up talking bad shit to me, bro. Don't get mad at me because I'm driving the same damn shit as you. Do not get mad at me, because when you open your mouth and start talking, you literally, like, that's the way the universe works. When people put bad energy on you, it does actually happen. That's why I be literally intercepting everything people say bad to me. Literally, bro. He was saying, it's crazy how he was saying something about, really? Because he was saying something about these Chargers are pieces of junk. These Pentastars, these V6s, you know, because Jacksonville uses V6s and so does Anniston. But crazy how probably 2 days after that happened, my fuel pumps died in my car. And it dawned on me when he said it that night. It dawned on me that night, but really it was that morning. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't really paying no attention because you kind of get insomniac when you stay up that late. So I was just sitting up. I was just like, he was talking. I wasn't really paying no attention. He kept saying something about smelling gas.
Here's V6. So, that one to hear me? No. Man,
The daggone, this one's a 2015. The door jams are up there. They're starting to fold in. Let's see. It just got out of the shop for an oil change, but before that, it had gas and smell coming into the cab.
I had that the other day. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was back in my garage.
Yeah, and I think it's leaking something. Let's see. What else has been wrong with this one? They had replaced the alternator to it, the water pump. I think it actually blew the engine the first time they got it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it dawned on me then, but I didn't think nothing of it. But when, basically what happened, I was at Quintard Mall, right? Car idling like it is right now, no issue. Put the thing in park, I step out, I reach in the trunk to get something. I get ready to sit my behind tail back in the driver's seat, and it dawns on me that I didn't feel any heat coming from under the car. You know what I mean? I'd be paying attention to every little thing. Like, I would literally insert some clips of me obsessing over the radiator fans in this car. Yo, hold on. Let me show y'all what I got. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shit. Listen at them fans. Hold on. Come on, 426. Come on, 426. Come on, wait for it. It's so hot out here. But that thing is going to maintain temperature, bro. Ooh. Why do you have that? Listen. Look. Hold up. Oh my goodness. What? Yeah. Oh, what is that? That fan's spinning so fast. It got something stuck in the damn grill. Sitting there. Boy, that thing is a fool. Boy, when them damn fans come on that thing. Ooh, so when I don't hear those noises when I'm supposed to be hearing those noises because the sun's out, it's 90 degrees, why are the fans not coming on and off? Well, that's because the engine ain't even on, you idiot. So I leaned down. I'm talking about I literally went in the front of the car and I did this. Like, I came from this side. I was coming from around, and I literally almost hit my head on the bumper. I was like, and what you hear right now, I wasn't hearing that. So then I stepped right here and I reached my hand up under the fender well. I didn't feel no heat coming from up under the fender well. So then this is the next thing I did. I didn't smell nothing. I didn't feel nothing. And then I finally got in and I looked. The tachometer was at 0. But the headlights were still on. The air was still blowing. The radio was still going. And I kept thinking, I was like, I didn't turn the car off, but even if I did, the radio would have turned off as soon as I opened the door, and the headlights would have went off as well because they're on automatic. So I tried to start it. Nothing. Put my foot on the gas. It was just turn over. Then I started doing my research, because you know me, one thing about me, bro, when shit like this go on, I am not finna pay somebody to do it. Like, it's certain things I'm just not gonna pay somebody to do, especially like when it comes to brakes and stuff like that. Brakes, headlights, freaking, I don't know what else to tell you, turn signals, tail lights. I'm not finna pay you to do that, because do you not know that these fuel pumps are freaking almost $200 a piece, bruh? They're almost $200 and something a piece. Okay, so that's $500 right there. On the contrary, at the same time, I'm gonna show y'all this. Well, I really don't want to lift the back seat up again. I mean, I got videos of it, I'll just insert it. But long story short, on these Dodge Chargers, and not just the police ones, on Dodge Charger, it don't matter if you got an RT. I don't believe it matters if you got a Scat Pack. The Chrysler 300s, that body style, because Chargers and Chrysler 300s are built on the same exact platform. It's just like Lincoln Navigators and Ford Expeditions and Lincoln MKZs and Ford Fusions and Lincoln Corsairs. It used to be called an MK something. I can't remember what it was. But the Corsair is basically Lincoln's version of a Ford Escape. Same body, same all that stuff. So it's the same thing. I had to change the fuel pumps out. And the fuel pumps, these are what you call in-tank fuel pumps. Like these things sit in the fuel tank. And all these exposed wires, I was looking at it, you know, the electrician / HVAC technician in me was not okay with that, bro. Like when I tell you my anxiety was going up a wall, I was looking. Of course, I had the battery disconnected, but I was looking, I was like, so you mean to tell me they got live wires just floating around in gas. Because literally, listen to me, this part of the fuel pump on the right side, it sits right in that hole. You got exposed wires here. Like, I'm not necessarily worried about this, but you got all these wires and you got the metal connections to these wires. You got positive and negative going through liquid octane, bruh. And then you get to the other side on the passenger side. You got these wires right here. So you got, this is power, one of these is ground, and all of these are just wires. These are exposed wires, and I'm just like, you pushing buttons you don't need to be pushing. Cause I was like, well, the only thing I can do, cause I can't rebuild the car and undo that. So I might as well just go on and get these. The first thing I did, I dug up under the fuel tank. Not the fuel tank. I dug up under the hood. I went up under the hood. The fuse box. I'm gonna show y'all my process of elimination. I went up under the fuse box. The fuse box and these is like right here under the hood. Okay, so I opened it and I was looking at it. All I see is the words police this, police accessory this, police auxiliary this, police this. And I was just like, where is the radiator fan fuse? I mean, the radiator fan relay. Because online it says you can live. I'm gonna swap my AirPod in a minute because it just died. I heard it. But anyway, it says the first thing you want to do is you want to swap around the relay for the radiator fan and the relay for the fuel pump. Do that first. If you still don't get a start, then reach for the fuse. So you got the radiator, you got the fuel pump relay, and then you got the fuel pump fuse. They're two separate things. The fuel pump fuse is 25 amps. So I looked at that. When I reached for it and touched it, it disintegrated in my hand. So I thought that was it. I was like, so I went and got a fuse, stuck it in there. Still wasn't it. So that right there is going to tell you if you got power going to it or not. I swapped, it's got brand new fuses and the relay is fine. I can hear the relay clicking as I'm trying to start the car. Okay. So then I said, well, the only thing it can be is a fuel pump because I got to have a tank gas in the car. So I changed the fuel pump out. The car had to sit at Quintard Mall overnight. I'm pretty sure the police thought they was probably riding around and taking pictures thinking I just left it there and was loitering and leaving my car parked on private. No, I wasn't. The car died exactly where it was parked that night. Exactly how it was parked is exactly how it died. The engine just shut off. Everything just done. Just done. And I was hurt. I was sad because I was for sure finna put for sale signs on there and go in the mall and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? That did not happen. So that inconvenienced me the whole damn night. So then, next thing you know, the next morning, I got up early in the morning and I went and got the fuel pumps. Fuel pumps, $200-something a piece. And I went to digging and fumbling around and I started taking that stuff apart. I had took the battery out and disconnected the battery and I took the fuel pump out. I was like, I really got to submerge my whole hand. I had latex gloves, but the gloves wasn't doing nothing because I had too much gas in the car. Like I had to submerge half my arm in the freaking tank to get the damn fuel pump. And you have to disconnect all these wires and stuff like that. And I pulled it out and I looked at it. I said, well, it is dirty. Look at all this buildup and stuff on it. And so I swapped this one out first on the right side, which is actually, if you're in the driver's seat, it's the left side, the driver's side. I swapped that one out in the back. Still didn't come on. So I said, well, let me go ahead and swap the other side out because ain't no point in having half new and half old. The way that you can tell if these fuel pumps have been changed or not on the car. All right. I'm gonna show you something. You see right there where it says made in Mexico. It said the same thing on the top of this one. I'm gonna go get it. It's down here. So if you look, where is it at? Here it is right here. All right, hand me this. If you look right here, this is the top piece that goes. You're gonna see this too when you take out the fuel pump. Which this isn't a tutorial on how to change the fuel pump because I'm damn sure I'm not finna undo that. However, you're gonna have it like this. So it'll be sitting like this in the car. And it'll kind of lean like this a little bit. And this is the harness that plugs in on the driver's side. So you'll have this plugged into this and then the feed from this, which actually on the left side, so it kind of sits like this, all right? And then you feed this in, right? So you don't have to worry about losing these because when you change these fuel pumps, don't ever just change that one side. Take that out and take this side out too. The right and left side need to come out. The left side, this is all one piece. You don't have to worry about doing any connections. The only thing you're gonna have to do when you change the fuel pump is the float switch is gonna come separate from the thing, so you don't break it. So all you gotta do is pop that in, and you feed it in that first, and then once you get it about right here, you wanna make sure you put the float in first. So this plugs into this right here, right? I'm about to get tore up by mosquitoes. And then you got this that goes like that. So in actuality, when you take it out of the car, it's gonna be, oh shit, I done dropped it. But anyway, it's gonna be something. So basically, when you take it out, this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna have this piece right here, it's right there. It goes plugged in right here, and it just snaps into place. And then you have this that goes, hold on. You don't put this one right here on the other side. You're gonna have it kind of like right there, and it just literally, I'm dropping everything because I'm moving too fast. But anyway, it'll be right here like that, right? Off up in that groove. And then this one will be right here off up in this groove. All right, so you're sitting like this. Literally, it sits just like how the car is sitting. And then this right here will be sitting on the other side like this. The only thing is, this is feeding under the chase of the car. So I learned a lot of stuff when I was changing these fuel pumps out. This is submerged into the gas tank, literally, and it goes just like that. So when you want to take this out, you're going to squeeze that green little trigger right there. And I probably can't do this with one hand, so I'm going to do it like this. You're going to squeeze that little green trigger right there, and it comes off. And then these here, you just pop one side off like that, pop one side off like this, and then boom. And of course, you want to disconnect these wires, blah, 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 blah. And you take this out and move it out the way after you have already disconnected that harness right there. Then you come on this side. You want to do the same thing here. You want to have a little piece, it sits like this. You can have a little black piece right here. It's two white things you got to squeeze on the side. So you got to squeeze it and pull it off. And then you're all the way loose after you've already disconnected all this stuff, all the wires. You can literally snatch this all the way out. Snatch it out. And then when you change it out, what you want to do is you do it backwards. You put this in first and feed those lines over to this side. Then you put that in. This car threw me for such a bad loop, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna say it was a bad loop. It was actually fun to do, and I would do it again. But like, now that's something I'm gonna forever know how to do. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was. So be expecting of the fuel pumps on your Dodge Charger to die between 140 and 200,000 miles, because apparently it's really common for them to do that. And also, like I said, if your car is not starting, if your Dodge Charger is not starting, lift that back seat up, take that ring off, and look down. You ain't even got to take the ring off. Just take that little plastic cover off that they got on the back and look down, and if there's any debris on it, look for the words "Made in Mexico." If it says "Made in Mexico" and your fuses are good, your relay is good, disconnect your battery and go get your fuel pumps. Like, this car, I had to replace the fuel pumps in there, bro, and it kind of threw me for a loop, because I was just like, the car was just running. And this has been that is the first and only problem I've had out of this car since I've had it. And believe it or not, I've put about 20,000 miles on that car since I got it at the auction about, less than 6 months ago. You mean to tell me you done put a year and a half? I sure did. I put a year and a half worth of miles on that car. So that's the reason I know that car is mechanically sound. But this one issue is kind of like that one drawback. Now that I've fixed that, I want y'all to know that this car is for sale. And I'm not asking too much for it, considering the fact that as long as I've had it, like, I wouldn't even be taking a loss for what I'm asking for it. Like, what I wanted for it is not what I'm going to be able to get for it, because I've been driving the hell out of this car. Like, you can ask any of the damn police around here. Every time they blink, there I am. There I am. I'm right there. Like, even when they be dang near almost in Atlanta, I'll be right there. I just be driving, bro. Like, I got to put the car through the test. Like, I'm not one of those people that's just gonna buy a car and try to sell it as is. No, I'm gonna make sure that what I'm about to sell is not about to give out on somebody. If it's gonna give out on somebody, it's gonna give out on me, because when I sell it, I don't want nobody calling me trying to say, "You sold me a piece of fucking shit. You sold me a lemon. I'm never buying a car from you again." Blah, 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 blah. You ain't finna put that energy on me. That's the moral of the story. Like I said, I had to replace my fuel pumps on the car. I should have done a tutorial. Maybe I got a lot of friends that have Dodge Chargers, so maybe the next time they have an issue, I might just have a GoPro on my head and record myself doing it. But moral of the story, if I can't tear it up, you can't tear it up. If the police can't tear it up, you can't tear it up. But I don't know which one's worse. If I can't tear it up, I know for a fact that you can't tear it up. So I know that this car is about to be at 200,000 miles If I keep this car, do you realize it'll be at 200,000 miles by the end of August? Or by the end of next month, it will be at 200,000. I think a bud just flew up my shirt. So that's how I know that this car is like, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Keep the tires rotated, keep it aligned, blah, blah, blah. Buying a cop car is not that bad of a thing to do. But if you're gonna buy a cop car, like I said, you need to be watching. Oh, that AC working good because the window fogging up. You can see it a little bit. You can see it. Well, you can see it real good in the back window. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my baby right here. This is my baby. I'm finna get on and off up in that red light. The red light. So, yeah. I just love this car, bro. It is for sale. I know that it comes as a shocker to everybody that knows about me having this car and all the surveillance cameras that are watching me and every move I make in this car, even when it is parked under my garage. Please stay tuned for that video because I'm finna be calling some people out, my boy. Because what did damn Outkast say? Or it wasn't Outkast. Or maybe it was. Either way, y'all stay tuned for the next video or videos I'm about to upload. I had to perform CPR on my baby. Yep. By the way, this car's name is Radon. It's a he. This is just so much reverse psychology. It's hilarious. Like, now my fingers smell like gas. I got gas on my finger. Y'all make sure to hit that subscribe button and like and share. And if you know of anybody that is in need of a vehicle and they're within a reasonable and prudent distance of Anniston, Oxford, Jacksonville, Alabama, point them to this video, point them to this channel, point them to this car. The Interceptor is now for sale. And I thank you for watching this video. And yeah, the inside of your car is gonna smell like gas for like a week. So I gotta get some spray. Cause I still like, it literally smells like somebody just poured a can of gas. It ain't that strong, but I can smell it. Cause it don't take much gas to taint the smell of a car. So yeah, I'm out of here. If you need a car, bang my line. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that already has my phone number, y'all hit me up. The Interceptor is now for sale.